Guana Stereo. Guana Stereo. I'm from a Royal Records. DJ Cannoe. Teddy hold up the pants, so I'm not using no fuss. Take cool the lemon, I feel come on, driver.
Bust up blank there. See, every man, every girl na the club. Sing one summer. DJ, please pull up. DJ Cannoe, please DJ pull up.
My DJ.
Chibaba icho.
Madi. Jurufa.
Ayo hapo.
My DJ Cannoe.
Yeah. My DJ Manyama.
My DJ Manyama. Mwira zemdara.
Tupo baba mrisi.
Abana berise life yenyu.
Ayo I like both.
Zokutodare.
Ayo I like both.
Nasi munenge mune energy. I feel the energy, man.
Yeah, Mdara, you know what? It's no father, you know, like maybe my views don't give my energy.
What are my views in it?
It's so encouraging. People, thank you. I don't know.
I am my views talking of you know, I know it was just episode 0.1. I think you know, before we even go anyway. We just want to say thank you so much, guys, from our previous episode 0.1. We just want to say thank you so much. Name my views. My views, name my likes. So there are also people that are following you. You're also being an inspiration to some people, you know. I've seen it's really easy, but we just want to say thank you so much. Tadzoka zvekare mutara makatigadzirire.
Tadzoka viewers takagadzirira.
Yeah, 0.2 here. Yeah,
no. This is now 1.0.
All right.
This is now the main thing. Yeah.
Let's just say this is now official.
Yeah.
Official.
Yeah.
So welcome yet now to the main episode of Hatizive.
Yeah.
Hatizive. Yeah. You know, like I've been going through some of the comments on our previous episode, the one that we did the introduction, right? Like, until realize that this is a confusion, you know. People were admitting kuti Joshua guys, and I'm just liking the response that we're getting from people, you know. So thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for the views, for the likes and everything. We just want to say thank you so much, guys.
But you see what? I wanted to say, you know, the reason why digital is because what we're just trying to say is that no one is perfect, you know, and that's the reason why we wake up each and every day. We try and do whatever we want to do. It's because we're trying to perfect our imperfections. You know, even going to work, I think it also means that you are not financially perfect. So
yes.
Yeah.
So
yeah. So Kuenda Kubasa is trying to perfect that financial imperfection. Yeah.
So I think just a recap, maybe for those that are just joining us on episode 1, so that they know kuti Hatizive in the A. So we're saying Hatizive, it's a podcast where we dive into questions. Sometimes you just find yourself scratching your head, man, to say.
But that's not Bufunga Nezazo. Yeah. Quite a lot of questions. You know, I think those questions will help to shape you. So maybe Ndara Nasindo na ngoyane question tukubunza kuti ngakubunza kuti who are you? Can you respond to that question like just now? Mutongo no, I'm this and that and Nagamira Nagadai or whatever.
I'm sorry, but
yeah.
So yeah, guys. So you know, so those are the type of questions that we're trying to look at to say ukabvunzwa. But you thought kuti you knew, right? But the moment somebody asks you that question, right, you feel kuti no.
You know,
no ways. Like, I thought I knew, but the more you think the more you think you know, then the more that you don't know, right?
Yeah.
So from what you're saying, I don't know. So that could be our discussion today. Like you're asking me,
that's what I wanted to say.
Who are you?
Yeah. Why can we not make that maybe
something that we look into, right?
Yeah, the topic of the day.
So I would say maybe before we look into some other topics we feel kuti they are so difficult to answer, right? I feel kuti tisati tatarisa zvinhu zviri kunzoko. Let's start with ourselves, right?
Yeah.
To know ourselves, to know who we are as people, to know yourself, who you are as a person, right?
And,
so,
all right. I think for you to be able to know yourself, one thing, Chetanga, is you have to be honest to yourself. You have to be real to yourself. I think, who am I? Be honest to yourself and maybe try to make a conversation with yourself.
Yeah.
Now
that you have asked me that question, right? I feel like podcast 10 minutes just to meditate, right? It was really, in as much as I am saying something right now, I feel like it's just,
you know what? I like something. I think every day, every person time meditation.
But do you think that's enough? 10 minutes of meditation?
10 minutes is not enough.
But you have some time to just meditate, right?
Every time I think meditation. But more times that you want to concentrate on some other things, this is life. Teenagers are wonder look into, and that's the reason why Tisingas was zero, because we have a lot of things to do. We have a lot of responsibilities, and responsibilities one is you yourself.
Knowing yourself, right?
Knowing yourself. So as Hatizive, that's the angle, another angle maybe of Hatizive. We're just trying to
like I feel like I don't know myself. Now I've been asked this question right now. So looking at, like, you're talking about life in general, right? Like you're saying I feel kuti my problems or anything chatinofesa muupenyu at the end of the day wagara kumba ukunyatso meditate to look into each and every situation yawaita go through the day ukadanyatsotarisisa. I think it all comes back to the person that you are.
Yeah.
Kuti who are you? Chichazoita kuti uzoita izvi zvaita kuti uzoenda apo wakuita izvi.
You see, takagara patakagara vana. We have different characters.
Very much.
But alright, it's fine. Tiripano takatarisa, the same issue I don't discuss, but we are different people, and the reason why we are different is because we have different backgrounds. So our surroundings, they shape our backgrounds. You have answered.
Yeah. It's there's so many things now that you're getting into the different factors, right? That you feel kuti shape the person that you are. Usingatozive wakavarairwa. There are certain things that you do so usingazive kuti why do I do things this way? Like sometimes you have to be asking yourself kuti is it something chakandishape to be doing things in a certain way, right?
Yeah.
So maybe now to get into our topic, this mind, I don't know, like.
So there's this other story at Lagavininga group. I think I shared it with you. You talk about how African cultures are being destroyed. People are coming from Africa into different parts of the world.
Oh yeah, I remember that story, man. Like, it's just left me thinking. Like Pora shared that story with me. I think let me just reshare it with people, like to say, it was saying what's happening right now is us people from Africa, right? We are born in a family. After we're born in a family, just because we're seeking good life, just because we're seeking better opportunities. You see, in a family, we end up having someone arimumori. Ti mwana ariku Canada, mwana ariku Australia, mwana ariku maybe they're in the UK, right?
United States of America.
So at the end of the day, you will find kuti tatu vanhu vakasiyana as us knowing the people that we were. Because actually I thought kuti the person that we are, the people that we are, right? Us being as a people, as a family, to answer the question to say, who am I? I feel like it starts from the family. But now looking at it in this angle to say, kuti us people that are coming from Africa, ta kuenda kuma different places. So I feel kuti kunjimbo dzati taenda takutomodwa zviri different. Saka tikada kana kuti define the people that we are, it's going to be different, right?
So I think it shows that our environment is always changing. That's one thing Jandruku Pika in that story. Kuti our environments are always changing. People will go in pursuit of different
opportunities, careers, you know.
Yeah. You know, so pakuenda kungwakasiyana iko kwanditi. The things that are shaping us every day zviri to change because of my environments atinenge tatoya. So you take tichiri panyaya iyoyo kuti tichikura we had a way yatairarama, you know, but then because we are now in different parts of the world, the way yatakurarama in our daily lives now
zvatosiyana.
Yeah,
like you just saying the way we grew up, right? Like takakura tiri kuti you would all be in the same space, right? As vana vaningi, like we're all just in the same space during my holidays. Like those zvimwe zvezvinhu zvaitishepa kukura kwedu, like we grew up in the same space. Ukaenda kumba kwa gogo, ukaenda kumba kwa tete, zviri kutongoitwa nevana veipapo, you also have to maybe behave in the same way. Those are to define the person that you are. But look at it nowadays, takutoita ma-virtual cousins. Uyo chaita mwana wako uri ku UK, uyoita mwana wake ari ku South Africa. The only time vana vanoonana, it's maybe over the phone, right? Atove ma-virtual cousins.
And now, this thing to be ways, it's not just affecting those people, but it's also affecting my family members. You know, it's like in your life, you know, like what it says, the Bible says, we are a body in Christ. You know, each and every person and a part. A part of the body. You know,
and so also is also which are define that the person that you are, right? Let's like from what we're saying. Daindiri muno aripanapa. Disina woko one. So the person that I am as compared to the person I able with both hands. We're going to be two different people. Just because I've lost my hand, I'm going to change. My personality somehow is going to change. The way I behave somehow, the way I act, maybe it's going to change.
It's going to change.
So ndoba tukutotaura ipapo kuti as families, us being a body as families, kuti tete chi. Just because one person is no longer in your life, one person maybe decided to leave the country.
Achienda kumwe achindogara kure. Not that is no longer in your life,
but
per se, but maybe that physical separation, you know, it's
zvakutochinja upenyu hwako, your behaviors and everything. So I don't know. So right now, of course, who am I? So I just feel like at some time we just because it's so confusing right now.
Those things those no determine who you are. You know, for you to know yourself, you have to know where you come from, and you have to know the things that matters to you. You have to know. If you know your background, your present, your future, you know, I think if you can have answers for that question, I think those know now. Who are you?
So you see, this is so complicated. Like when we try to look at it, so it just brings us back to why we're doing this podcast, right? So I know Kuti, we have people right now like that are watching. We've got contributions to say, in any guys, I went through this. I feel like looks like I define the person that I am. Maybe someone else has got a different experience to say, izvi ndo zvinotondidefina maybe muzuva ranhasi zvandanga ndiri nezuro maybe I'm a different person. So in my own opinion, maybe to start looking at this topic, right, to say kuti chino could define the person that you are. I feel like chino did define mostly, I would say maybe cultural influence. I don't know what you think about it, but like when we look at cultural influence, how does it shape your identity?
You know what? The culture or your culture, that's where you come from.
Yes,
I think that's we are. I mean, not to same thing. Your culture is you. Ndo kwaunobva anditika saka kwaunobva ndo kunoshepa zvinhu zvaunoita. All right, but kwatinobva kunosiyana nenguva sometimes kuti maybe kwauri someone may take kuti kwauri ndo kuno kwaunobva anditika kwauri right now, but what we are trying to say is kuti
kwazvakatangira, like from the beginning, right?
From the beginning, that's who you are.
From the beginning.
Even ukaenda kwauri koko, like ngatore someone ari in the US or in the UK anditika, all right, I have some situations andakambosangana nawe kuti my background nyanzonoti panapa background yangu iri kundilimita panapa. Where I come from, tinodzidziswa hunhu, todzidziswa kusa like pane chimwe chinhu chokwadi chisingangode kutaurwa straight kuti no apa makanganisa, but panotendera hanzi mishona inoti chi hanzi kukwira gomo kutenderera kana une nyaya yako
usatenderera
haubva wangu like where we come from haubva wangu itaura straight kuti no, but kuno kumanjeka hakuna munhu kune mamwe situations kuti hakuna munhu anokwanisa kuteerera nyaya yako uchitendera, just go straight to the point. No, inini zvawaita izvi.
So you say that also defines your character, right? The person that you are, what you're saying. Because you grew up in your family, right? Ukaita chino. Vanhu, for some of them, manochika kana kutokuconfront to say maybe you did something. Manochika kana kubvunza. So iwewe as a person, trust me, zvatove mauri. Because iwe wakakura uchiziva kuti kumba kwenyu haubvunzwe mubvunzo sezvauri unotenderera. That's going to shape you, trust me.
Yeah.
If ukazosangana neni, if I do something kwauri maybe chatokushungurudza, it's going to take time for you to confront me, to say why did you do this?
Yeah.
Because that's who you are, that's the character that you have, right?
That's the character.
Those wakakura uchase
ndinotoona not kuti I'm wrong kana kuti you are correct, but ndinoona zvichindiremera kuti ndingondotaura no ndara ababa chika asirizo kana chika. That's the culture yedu, you know.
Yeah, so talking of that, saying that we're saying that culture, now we're starting from the beginning, we're saying unotanga kushapwa ne culture yenyu as you grow in your family, right? But from that, we're saying pachashika stage yeupenyu, you want to do something in life, maybe you have to migrate to a different place, to a different area. Do you think that culture yawakakura uri, it's going to define the person that you are? Maybe waenda kune imwe nyika, you've been staying there for like 5 years. Do you think the way yawakanga uri back home, now that you are maybe in the UK, you're going to be the same DJ Cannoe? Or my cultures are now they've got an influence towards you?
You know, there is no straight answer to that question. I think there's no depend in a situation, but usually I think iwewe zvinhu zvawakakura uchiita, like pane that tsumo inoti hanzi imbwa what haidzidziswe zvitsva che, but panopamboti you forced to vibe with the situation or what, and
tera tofanira kuita podcast ichimbodzidziswa tsumo nemadimikira Hatizive, guys. Hey, explain what's topic yatiri kutaura, it's so deep, so I feel like
You know what?
Katsombotikadimikira, ombotikatsumo but
we really didn't know what are we going to
be
talk
talking about.
Yeah,
and
so
now we're stuck, guys. We're trying to look at this and it's just so difficult, like we're saying your culture.
I mean, I think I'd like to pose this question to the Can you answer that question?
Who am I? Who are you? Church influence the person that you are right now, what you are doing.
You can relate to whatever situation in your life or I think those things, those not shape.
Like wataura kuti kune zvinhu zvaitika kana kuti zvinhu zvakamboitika. Those are experiences, personal experiences, right? Is it those? I feel like are those some of the things also that can shape the person that you are.
Your experiences, yes.
Because
you know what? Even Muchirunga, I think there's that saying, not experience is the best teacher.
Definitely.
Yeah. So you see, the things that we experience in another way. The things that we experience in life, and it to teach us something. All right. Or when they say, I don't know your own definition yet, term experience is the best teacher.
No, I feel like whenever we talk of experience, that statement has always been used to say, experience is the best teacher, right?
Yeah.
Kana usina kutosangana nazo of wakagona kuzviziva. So the only way yekutogone kudzidza chino
is to experience.
Is you have to experience it, then you know kuti guys kana pakutaurwa zvenyaya kunzi guys vanakambosangana neupenyu ka. You can actually say guys, I feel like pane zvamuri kuti upenyu unodefine neizvi zvika. I don't think that's what defines life, you know.
Yeah.
Inini ndakasangana nezvakadai ndo zvakadefine upenyu hwangu. I think maybe talking of experiences, I know like we're coming back. I don't know, maybe no image yakaiswa to the world, like coming from Africa, you know. It's known because people that are coming from Africa, tinema struggles. Those are experiences, right? The way you grow up in a family. You're not getting everything that you need, right? Those are experiences. Those which are determiner. How is your life going to be shaped, right? Those which are not define the person that you are. I don't like that. It just keeps coming back to the same point.
I said it before.
I'm always thinking that.
And you know what? But so even you, I think every person I don't tell you, I don't know. No. It's but you need to know.
Who am I? What's defining the person that I am right now, right?
Yeah.
So of course, all right, tatanga ku family, tatanga like from the cultures that you're growing up in, right? All right, wakura now, you have experienced life in a different way. Pamabe mdara, maybe you have been kuchikoro mnezva makasangana nazo zvakakudefine naye. You started working munezvinhu zvamasangana nazvo kubasa. Talking of job experiences as well, that defines the person that you are.
Yeah, that's true.
So now, tattoo in environment,
totally.
That's defining the person that you are. Oh man, this is so interesting for me right now. This is so interesting for me.
You know, the journey of discovering yourself.
Yeah, right now, in as much as I'm saying whatever I'm saying right now, I feel like I'm also discovering. Somehow.
Yeah, that's true.
So tataura kuti kumba kwakakurira, it defines the person that you are.
Yeah.
Now tatima personal experiences.
And tataura also kuti zvauri izvezvi, it also determines. I think ndambotaura that statement yekuti kwaunobva kunoona kuti sometimes kune mumwe munhu aritokuona izvizvi anotoona kuti pauri papo ndokwaunota sei ndokwaunobva. So zvauri izvezvi, it also determines kwaunobva. So life ine zvinhu zvakawanda zvinoshape macharacters edu. And mukushape kwamacharacters, wow, guys, I'm overwhelmed.
Makuziva here mdara. Mane knowledge here.
No, I'm overwhelmed.
The information. Tell me one thing. You as being Dell, not DJ Cannoe. You as being Dell. Yeah. Now we're talking of you being the person that you are. Tell me something. Do you think could the person that you are takagara panap who you are right now? The person that you are when you're home. That's two.
Wow. Thank
the
you.
Person that you are when you're at work. That's three. The person that you are. Karantiripane, a group of people. Now we're like 2, 3, 4 people. Do you think you're the same person? Or?
Wow. Physically, yes. So, Bunny, there are some things which will never change in your life.
Yeah.
These things are who you are. All right.
You think so?
I think so.
All right.
Who you are, it doesn't change. So you have to know who you are. And knowing who you are is knowing where you come from. But you know, I'd like to say in life, we have a different shades of us. You know, sometimes you react differently to cheating. And uriwega, you react differently. Uine vanu vako, you react differently. So we are different in different situations. I don't know if
yeah.
I don't know if it makes sense.
Yeah, it does make sense. Like you are a different person in different situations. I've noticed something, especially for people people that are abroad, right? You know, with the culture, when you're back home, the way you no greet you shake hands maybe.
Yeah.
But the way you no greet mafia, I once saw this video. Yangaina Obama. I think if you look it up on TikTok, the Obama does code switch. You know, pane zvinhu zvaakangoita zvingori funny. Akasvika panzvimbo like pampane team ranga rakamira. But pampane murungu. And then pampane black.
Okay.
I don't know, like zvinhu zvandaka notice, like I know some people might not notice, but ndakatonotice there was sort of like code switch yakaitika. But akasvika pane murungu. Akasvika akamshake my hands. Proper hands. Like this. Proper hands. And then right after murungu abva kumshake my hands, pampane boy. Vasvika kanorwa chest thumb, you know. To me, like just watching that video,
I think I
that's called switching. It also does not dopanobuda the person that you are, right?
You are, yeah.
Kuti kana uine varungu, you're going to behave very different. But kana uine maboy, you're going to behave very different.
Yeah, I think we have main shades in our life.
Depending nenguva yauri unani muruite, you see.
So
those are some of the things determine the person that you are in life, right? So
all right. I think we need to know those things, or which determines Zauri or my shades ago as a person on different situations. The moment you know those things, I know in Panorama, I do this, and I do
that.
You have to. I think it's a conscious decision that you have to make in your life. But no, I need to know. I think as a person, the journey you have to. The first things that you have to be honest to yourself. You have to be genuine to yourself. No, apana munhu waurida sei waruda kuvanzira iwewe. You are just having a discussion with yourself. That's meditating.
Yeah, I feel like also meditation, like on its own, now we keep coming back to meditation. I think it's a topic on its own that we need to look at, right?
I'm afraid meditation in this was funny that another discussion.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure ndopatataura meditation kana kuti taitaura in this discussion.
Meditation. Sometimes you need to have some time that you meditate. In a day, like you also think maybe ungorukubasa. You are back. Une zvinhu zvawakawanda zvawasangana nazvo muzuva rako. Now you're thinking, you're doing self-evaluation to say, but the way Joe yanditreata muzuva ranhasika, I'm not happy. So sometimes it's not always the thing of evaluating wakatarisa pane mumwe munhu. Meditate, evaluate yourself to say, the person yandanchiratidza muvanhu nhasi, the person that I was today, ndizvo here zvandinofana kunge ndiri.
Maybe someone is reacting to the impression yawamupa you know.
Your attitude, maybe sometimes towards someone else, you know, though yatoita kuti zvauri kufunga kuti iwewe day rako raenda up rakadai, maybe it was your attitude towards what? Towards that person.
Or that person as well, maybe angatorone ma issues akanga inawo, you know, I ended through a lot that day, and you know, like what we said before, life is not perfect and no one is perfect.
No one is perfect, you know.
So, but you need to meditate each and every day. In your life, you know. So, like, this preacher and I find it right out of life is like naruja fish, you know. Take zvakanaka, you know, and eat, and then masawi. You just say,
because ukaroa masawi wayo ndo achatokudeterminira kuti what's going to happen to you within a few seconds. Zvakutodetermine the person that you are panguva iyoyo. You know, so if you keep some of the things in life, if you decide to keep some of the things with you, you shall determine the person that you are. So now we are saying also, so now it seems like in an angle we're saying the people that you keep around you, right? Do are to determine mostly.
Yeah, so you know what? You have to be aware of your environment. Let's remove those toxic things in our lives, toxic aspects, even you as a person. Just try to live a pure life without bitterness or toxicity, you know.
But ndoziva sei handizive, how do I know kuti this thing that's happening to me right now ndo chiri kutokonzeresa kuti zvandikusangana nazvo zvandiri nhasi ndo zviri kuitika? How do I know?
Through meditation, you know. I don't know, but my issues they have something to do with your mental wellness, you know.
I think we're going to have another episode, Mdara, like meditation. I feel like, and to understand what is meditation, it's something that I don't do, you know. So I also need help from people to say, can I teach meditate, guys? You know what I feel like it's just a word that we just use. What are you meditating? So Joshua, like sometimes some of the things Saka, you see Mdara, this topic of meditation, I feel like as we try to look into this topic, who am I, we just keep coming back to meditation.
I think
it can be a topic for another day.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Let's make it a topic.
Let's make it a topic for another day.
The topic for today is
who am I? Who am I? We have so many factors that we might try to look at to think kuti those no moda kuti ndirani ndirimborani inini semunhu.
And I think who you are does not determine even some of your actions. So panpaumbe kuti unorekta zvitona ndosha kuti why munhu are so, it's because of who you are, and what you are is determined usually. I don't know my percentages kuti zvauri like your background determine how many or how much proportion of your actions.
Like when your friend looks at you, who do they see? Who do they know? when your co-workers look at you, varikuona the same person anoonekwa kana vari kumba.
All right. Pane ingori just controversy yandoda. Umwe munhu is a manager kubasa kwake, you know, but asha kumba to alikaida kuita manager wepamba futhi, you know. This is a controversial statement.
No, it's not. You know, sometimes this is everyone graftika. Kune rimwe team mudhara rekuti they just so difficult, you know, like to deal with at work.
Yeah.
And sometimes unobvonyaso mutarisa kaubvonyaso taumanaka vanhu vari kumba vari pama1. If this guy is the same person, same personality ainayo pabasa panapa kana iriyo yaari kuendayo kudhenika
ma1, but kune vamwe vanhu vanozozivanawo kuti no, kana ndiri kubasa kana ndakumba, it's a different situation. But some people, they don't change because they fail to realize or determine who they are.
zvinongoramba zvichingooverlap akaenda kumba akaenda kubasa. Sometimes mumwe munhu anotouya nekakaracter kekumba kubasa, and then maybe auya makusenika auya akabereka kakaracter kake kekumba, motosvika motoshoti komudhubo here, and then later as the day goes by munhu manje character yachinja abereka chicharacter chekubasa, you know,
zvaanga achionawo zvaakuexperience
pane zvinhu zvaactivate that person yahave. So there's always that activation inoitika mauri munhu.
Yeah, so in this journey yekuziva kuti umborani, know kuti the present also you know, shape how some of the things that you do. Munhu angomuka akuita something just from nowhere.
So I think I think now, I think maybe to put it in a better way, that I'm understanding this thing of being who am I, like who are you. I feel like you guys are two terms. Now it's your internal self versus external labels.
Yeah.
Your internal self, the person that you are without putting in my external labels. Zauri wewe
as a person.
Versus external labels. What are the external labels? External labels, I would put relationships.
All right.
I would put your job.
All right. These are the outside
I would
factors.
Put your family. It's outside. Your family is outside. Iwewe like versus your internal person.
And sorry, I beg to differ. If your family is outside,
they are not you.
No.
They are not you.
Those are the things that determine who you are.
They are determining who you are. How? Those are external. You as a person.
No.
You as a without your mom, without your dad, without your whatever, anything else.
Yeah, of course, there is that term, independence. All right, but you know, I'm just trying to think. Kuti, I have a kid. I have kids. All right, and well, I take my daughter and I say, she's outside.
Yeah.
She's an external label.
Imimi samdhara ndima unotodetermine mwana kuti anofanira say yes as a person anode mwana, you get it. But uchaona kuti mukukura kwedu ndopatotaura kuti your family, your culture ndovakamold the person that you are.
Yeah, you know what? And
influence kuti we want you to do this, we want you to do that. But iwewo ameno dewongone mkana wokunzi choose zvawaida. Do you think that you're going to choose the same zvawakanzi uite or zvawakamoldwa into be?
Yeah, obviously now that ndavepandiri panava and my experience ndakaitaka pane zvimwe zvokuti ndikanzi ngatidzokororei, no, I wouldn't do in a same way.
You almost feel
I'll do it differently. But
also
I'm still
also do you think what is all
ndichiri kutry kufunga pa statement renyu kuti your family is it's an external label, your family,
I feel like it's an external label. You as a person,
I'm failing to understand that because I think, you know what? All right, it's fine. Maybe I would like to redefine. Punishment is really very important to us. Those things, I don't know, maybe they are external labels, but I would like to take those things as my internal
your internal labels.
Yeah.
All right. I think now
those
at
things
least,
I will not compromise on them.
But
my external.
Now this is a discussion you said.
Yeah, it's but you know, the controversy.
So that's what we're saying. Coming back to our comments and to our viewers as well, I think we just need someone anokwanisa kumbo taura opa comment section to say, guys, in what you're saying, in as much as saying kuti amuzive ininiwo ndine zvandiri kuzivawo guys zvandofila kuti izvi zvinodetermina
I just feel
ndo zvinotaura munhu zvaari.
You know, as I just feel that age yekumbowana someone like here,
right? To have someone,
maybe I will represent the listeners or whatever.
I just feel like maybe in as much as trukuita discussion chiri tuga ndatokuprovoka in a way, and I feel like family is an external label. Was very influencer.
I think
you have to like yourself. You as a person. Dai mdaro wako asina kukuti ita izvo, dai momza asina kukuti ita izvo, or your bro or your sister, right?
Can we say it's not coming from within?
Why decide out? Maybe.
Can we say it's not coming from within if your parent says to you, eat at this thing?
No,
it's I feel like
varikundiudza zvekuita maybe according to ivo zvavaidawo kuita muupenyu hwavo zvavari kufira kuti ivo as a person dai ndakadai so I could have been, you see, I could have been a better person. You as a person, you don't know who you are, but tukuti une experience yauchaenda through nhasi in life, maybe watadza saka what are you going to do next? Maybe because you can't change it, right? Uchaenda kumwana wako unoda kunomuinfluencer kuti aite zvinhu in a certain way, you feel kuti nekuti ini ndakatadza kuzviita in this way, so my daughter has to do it in a certain way ndokuti vaite sei upenyu hwake humufambire. But iye as a person, do you think kuti iye internally is an internal person, internal self yake iri kudawo kudaro?
Yeah, but maybe to some extent you are right, because nakupindura in a different way kuti that person or my daughter atoronikwa anoswera and zvaari kutoita izvezvi zvaanenge achiita panguva iyoyo zviri kudeterminwa the current situation, not because of me. So I'm also an external
that makes you an external label, right? Iri kudetermina munhu. If you were born today wopiwa notepad panapa nepen wonzi nyora your life.
Yeah, I think my scholarly references.
Your life. So that pauri to submit this notepad, this is going to be your life. What would determine upenyu wako? You see?
Yeah.
Without kunzi family mdaro wako achadai it's your life yauruda kuti nge iri for the next 80-100 years that you're going to live. It's your internal thoughts, like how you want your life to be, right? Zvisina kudeterminwa nemunhu. So ndopa ndiri kufunga kuti there is always this controversy iripo. Iwewe what you think as an internal person, what you think wobva reference kuti dai panga pasina sekuru vangu, maybe vakanduti I need to do kudai pamwe dai ndisina kudai.
Hatizive.
You see, atitozi.
Every person has
just, it's a long topic, it's a long discussion, and right now you are overwhelmed, right?
Yeah.
You just feel what if and it can be a discussion that could take us days and days and days and days. What?
Pamataura nyaya yaBarack Obama pepeka. Pane this mavamandi reminder about the dream that I had last night. I dreamt tichi hosta Barack Obama on this podcast. I think it's because zvaunzwa nema discussions that we get. I wish kuti tikambova ne a person watinenge tichihosta.
Having someone, right?
Yeah, having someone. And I also dreamt having Barack. Oh
man.
Yeah.
Hatizive. Tina Obama Hatizive. It's a dream. You never know. Some dreams they just come true. Representation of maybe not Obama, but maybe someone who is great coming to be part of these discussions.
Definitely, we are going to.
Because we get overwhelmed in data kuti aumanaka.
Maybe someone I think I just tell our discussion. I don't know.
No, these guys, whatever they're saying,
a different perspective to the whole.
That's the thing, you see. So I feel like if guys, if you can type in comment section to say, guys, I feel sure those and
and
so that's it.
I think on our next episode, we are going to start by reflecting to this podcast, my comments. We want to interact with you, and I don't know, maybe if we can promise people that we are going to read some of
the comments. We can always go through
interesting comments.
We are going to there's someone I contribute to. Talking of reflection, I just have a few questions and I now want to reflect on as we try to define who am I. Let's reflect tataura zvema labels. First of all, let's reflect on the labels to say what labels identify you now as a person. Family, we're putting them part of external labels.
And then I would like to say, or maybe just give them one broad answer, and I'd say those external labels are the environment. It's you versus the environment. The environment, it helps in shaping some, if not most, of your actions. So I think the environment, we are referring to your job, your family members, your children,
where you spend your time,
even your car, not just say your car, but your possessions.
So
all those things.
So all those things, wakamatarisa iwewe as a person, do you think they resonate with your true self? I think zvinotoda kuchitoziva kuti true self yako ndeipi. So if you don't know your true self,
just trying to think who am I?
Your true self.
So
who?
My external labels or the labels, do they resonate to
your true
who
self?
Am I?
Who are you? The person that you are.
I'll leave it to the.
I'm always thinking my honest opinion in mafungiro angu zangu. I feel I don't know my true self right now, honestly. I don't know my true self. It's those labels at the within the environment, your friends, your family, your job, school, work, are good determine the person that you are.
Yeah, definitely.
On a daily basis.
Definitely, guys, some of the questions or some of the issues that we are going to raise here, we do not have answers for.
We do not have answers for.
We're just going to leave them. I don't know. We're just going to leave them open. And maybe if you can help by responding or giving us some solutions in the comment section, we are going to highlight them, on our next video, like what we said before. But going back to your issue, but maybe would you know how you would act maybe when one person
you mean my reaction towards someone maybe anditadzira? That's now I feel kuti my reaction towards someone anditadzira. it's always going to be different.
It depends with the situation.
With the situation, with the person as well. The situation might allow me to react zviritori mayas zvekutoningirikinaka, but zvinongodependa kuti ndiani at the same time. Kuti ndiani woda kureactira to, you get it? Munhu iye atokutadzira zvekutodaro, and you have the chance, you have the room yekunyatsotoreacta kuita seika, but just by looking at the person zvichadetermina kuti uchareacta sei kwaari. Maybe because the person that they are kana ainewe munhu iyeye zvichaita kuti umutreate very different, but
or how they relate to
you zvichaita kuti ureacte very different. But the same way you see that person on a daily basis, do you think kuti akaenda kunze uko, if the same is to happen as well, akanonetsana nemumwe munhu kunze kune mumwe munhu,
that person
achawana same reaction here yauri kumupa?
That person would definitely react in a different way.
Because
or even iye wacho, that person, the way achanotadzira that person maybe inenge itori different.
Also, I feel maybe because them being the person that they are, kana ari kwandiri probably is different kana aina deo. So maybe kwandiri kunoko anoratidza kuve munhu akanaka, like munhu ane moyo wakanaka.
I think
so I try by all means to respect them because ndinomuziva ari munhu akanaka.
It goes back to what we were saying, kuti we have different shades depending on the situation that we are in. Sometimes, like what you said, kuti Barack Obama he reacted in a different way, and then a fellow black he reacted differently. I think we have different shades and different situations. They shape, they relate. So to answer your question, yeah, I think the environment, the labels, helps in, or they help us in, I don't know, in reacting to different situations. Yeah.
So sometimes you always hear people say, I have my values. Guys, my values.
That's another.
So
but I was actually thinking of values. Now that you have said it, as a person, you are supposed to have values. That's discipline, or I don't know. That's discipline, and every person needs discipline. For honestly, guys, in life we need discipline.
So you think your values, do they guide you?
Yeah, your values guide you, and your values are shaped by the society that you live in. Your values, whether chinhu chakaipa or chakanaka chiri kuita in your life, they all reflect to us, and those things, they shape what we do. This is the environment. So chinhu chakaipa chinoona kuti uone, no, if I do this thing, it's bad. All right? And chinhu chakanaka chinoona kushowa kuti, no, if I do this thing, it's good. And it is so
like my values. And I'm always like saying, tinongozvitaura kana kuti ameno zvinhu zvatakabatiro padenga here iyoyo ishu yongoti takangokura zvinhu zviringoriko, we just saying kuti that's how we do things, right? So iwewe as your true self, your true person, did you ever have time to define your own personal values? Kana kuti mawakangokurirwa imomomo zvichinzi we do things in a certain way, these are the values yefamily yedu, ndo wakangosvika ukangogamuchirwa mavalues sezvaari. Semwana angoendawo kuchikoro nhasi unosvika pachikoro kana kuti mukambani uchitya uchinzi mavalues edu akadai. Now you're forced to behave accordingly.
You know what? Those people tibatsireiwo Hatizive.
This is so interesting. Very interesting. This is so interesting. So interesting. No.
It's so interesting.
So
My values anotobatsira pakudetermine
kuti
zvatiri kuita, and also my values are shaped with the environment. Tinongoramba tichitenderera pachinhu one.
chongoramba zvichingodzoka and but at least I just like that in as much as we can't really answer this question right now, tikugona kubudisa mapoints ekutiwo from our viewers at least they also have questions to say, sure, I never thought of this. I never thought of labels having an influence in my life. I never thought of values being something chinodetermine life yangu, you know? Pamwe pachona pamwe munhu utori nema-values ausingaziva kuti now.
Yeah. That's
sure.
Lack of self-awareness. Is there something like that?
That's self-awareness. Like you wachona, you just ignorant of yourself, right?
Yeah.
Urikungorarama. Pamwe pachona unotozorealize zvinhu through a conversation na someone. Wakangogara ungonzwa deo akutoti para mudhara havadi kana zvinotombowanetsa, vanongotora zvinhu and then havadi zvinhu, vanongoda mashortcuts. Before you realize watozonyatsogara wanyatsoprocessa statement radheo kuti arongoti tino anongoda mashortcuts ka hongo usingatozvizive. Definitely hongo uchingorarama upenyu iwe kwauri it's normal, right, to say kuti this is how I do things. But to you hausitoziva kuti itori value yawakatoisa mauri, yawakatodyara mauri. Now that people can see it, wakutozvirealize through people now. You see? So I don't know. So I feel maybe sometimes values, if you can set values for yourself, maybe to start off with. You have time, you put values, you have values, you say kuti, this is the way I do things, right? Unyatsochigona kutarisa kuti am I doing things accordingly, to say kuti ndo maitiro andinoita zvinhu anaya. You see?
Yeah, we have to have values, definitely. And those values, they also help us to determine who are we, because you have things or not no, in even Zaida say, I'll never do this thing. All right. So outside of that thing, you are creating a value for yourself, and that definitely it will have a bearing on some of your actions, on some of the things that you're going to do in your life or in different situations or when you're interacting with other people. So the values, you have to have values and you have to know your values.
This is just one of a conversation, you know. You could say sometimes when you think of it, you start asking yourself some questions to say, have I been living life the right way? Have I been doing things the right way?
I think we need someone here. Tino, please promise me.
Yeah, definitely. We need someone. We need someone to get into these conversations.
To take the conversation.
I would have loved that we keep going on and on and on and on with this topic, right? I feel like we might have a part 2 of this conversation, you know?
But on part 2,
we might have a part 2 on this conversation.
I think we need someone on part 2.
Part 2.
We need a different... So I don't know, you people, you tell us, do you want us to move on or don't someone maybe
even if we don't find someone to bring and Tombon's whole perspective, we're going to be looking at the comments, the comment section to see
guys.
With this issue, you know. So I think I don't know if we can just wrap up this topic for the day.
Okay.
For me right now I'm overwhelmed.
it's
I just can't wait
It's
to just go and maybe reflect.
Yeah.
I'm not going to meditate since I don't know how to meditate. So I want to use the word self-reflection right now after this episode.
Self-reflection. I wanted to say that I change meditation.
No, I'm not going to meditate. Nisha meditator until Teta episode here meditation. That's it. What is meditation? How do I do it? But at least maybe just self-reflection to just look at what we've been discussing. Cheshuaga. I've just been doing, maybe I've just been reckless, if I may say, or ignorant. I don't know.
Ignorant. Oh, like I think I like the statement that no one is perfect. But whatever that we do every day, we're just trying to perfect our imperfections.
So I think if let's just end this discussion, and what I just want to leave for everyone is to just, let's go on a quest for identity. Like now is
try to answer the question.
To know who you are, you know?
You are.
Maybe in the next 5 days to come before the next episode, saying quest for an identity. During the week, maybe seek new experiences. Now that you are aware, one is self-awareness. You have been doing things ignorant, maybe back. Now, one is self-awareness. This week, I'm going to seek experiences, new experiences. React or say.
And also, muku try kuzvibvunza that question. I know some people in different parts of the world just try to reflect yourself and link it to your roots, to where you come from. Because, you know what, you might be wondering, no, life is going to die, life hasn't died right now. Because maybe you're just failing to recognize some of the important aspects of your life. Which is where you come from. Maybe if you just know, but there's also patterns and it's because of this and maybe, I don't know.
So what I can just leave for you guys as a reminder is to just say this topic, you knowing the person that you are, to say who am I, lifelong
it's a process.
You know,
it's something that you have to do every day. I think if we try to link to our episode 0.1. Yeah, I think we talked about you have to know your purpose. So I think it's still one topic.
Knowing your purpose, it determines the person that you are, achieve.
So that journey, you have to know your purpose, you have to know where you come from, and you have to know, because you are someone who have values in your life, and you need external labels. The environment sometimes can say, but DJ Cannoe, why did you do this thing? Those are some of the things also which will force us to react or to react different to situations. But why are you doing that? Yeah, why? So, people.
Oh yeah. This one is it's a lifelong process, discovering yourself, the person that you are. It takes days, it takes time, years, But I think from what we have just shared, it's just an eye opener.
It has been.
To say kuti, at least ndika reflect over my words aya. Now ndane pekutangira. I was in darkness, but at least ndani light, but it's just a little bit of some light, To say kuti ndavurwa maziso, and we also want you to help us reflect as well. Tibatsirewo tigono kuzivawo kuti this is how we're supposed to be looking life at.
Yeah, let's help each other.
It was indeed such a great discussion,
Yeah,
Mdara.
yeah. Thank you, Mdara Mambo. Yeah,
this was a great episode. For me, I just feel, I feel different. The way Andatanga podcast, and Tandakufila is
that one quite a load of questions now.
Yokuti ukadzokera padeni, like wakunyatsofunga kuti
I think that was deep. Is that meditation now?
I don't know. It's reflection, it's meditation. To say,
I think there's a thin line between
there's a thin line between the two, right? Yeah.
I think I'll go on a mirror today and then I'll just try to have a conversation with myself.
Yeah.
Ndichimbobvunza blazo aneni chiona pamira but blazo apa.
Yamuri kuita ndiyo here yamaida kana kuti pana kakunzeresa kuti whatever you're doing.
I'm still, fighting in my mind. Need that statement Ramataura family is external.
I don't know. Guys. What are you saying? Is family part of your true self or they're not? All right. Discussion.
Guys, please go and subscribe to our channel. Please share the link. Share. You can go through Kura, guys. Just
we just need you. You as our external labels, Hatizive kuti ichasvika kupi. So we just want you guys to help us grow as you just subscribe to the channel. Anyways, thank you so much for joining another first episode of Hatizive. Indeed, an exciting topic. Mune mashoko here ekupedzera muri ongoti pa DJ Cannoe ngoti muri ongoti vanhu vaindo vakangotakura.
Okay, so my last words to the people. Maybe I'd like to talk about self-introspection. Let's go and look at ourselves. Maybe I'll go in a mirror and I'll have a conversation with myself. There's this theory back then, which it was called, I think it's Johari window framework. Yeah. Right. It says life as we see it, or about 4 scenarios. These scenarios are the 4 frameworks. All right. So So, or are not determine there is an aspect of our life which is hidden, and it's to other people. They don't know it, and it's hidden to us. We don't know it, and it's unknown. All right. There is also an aspect in our life which is known by people, and you also are aware of that aspect of your life. Maybe we take things like you are black. All right. Everybody knows that I'm black. I know that I'm black. All right. So the third framework, it talks about the blind aspect of our life, the things that we ourselves don't see or don't know about ourselves, all right? But then someone which is known by all the other people, I don't know, I know Del or DJ Cannoe, but something just not concept. Then the 4th one is the tauraji, the blind, the known, and the which was the 4th? The 4th one is
Urutoti educator mdara zvatansire kutoziva hamsona na attention chaiyo yandabva ndaita kupande yokuti hey
the 4th one I don't know people Hatizive.
I think we can always look at it on our next episode to say I feel it's also another good thing yawa simunza that also helps in defining a person who they are, right? Anyways, I think anyways, this will take days and days to discuss, Any was my last words of encouragement. Pana someone life is like a spoon, guys.
Life is like a what?
A spoon. Though my last words of encouragement, and you know, to all life is like a spoon, guys. And this is what I'm going to worry. But it's like anti batter banguayo. To Panos Mono Tago, it's worry.
Wow, yeah, indeed. Life is like a spoon.
It's like a spoon, Jara. Have you heard as Kwani, spoon? I know it's a road to
I don't know. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, people.
Royal Records, Hatizive Teddy hold up the pants, so I'm not using no fuss. Take cool the lemon, I feel come on, drive.
Bust up long there, see every